Guys.
You're good.
Hello, friends. I am so happy you guys are here, and I am so happy you guys get to see these three lovely women with me. I have yet to have all three of them together, and so it's always exciting. I love to have different personalities and different likes of books and things like that all together. That way we have lots of great conversation. So real fast, we're going to introduce each of them. So we have Katie beside me, and Katie has been on here before. She is also my co-host for her readathon, which is going on this month. It has been so much fun. I really enjoyed that. So Katie, if you could introduce yourself and also make sure to talk about your readathon, because it's really fun. It's a great one.
Yeah, so I'm Katie at Paperbacks and Ponytails, and we have a Journey Through the Bible readathon happening all month of October. It's not too late to join in, but it's just a like Indiana Jones / the Mummy treasure hunting story where you can search for treasures that are found in the Bible, meet different characters along the way, and then there are booby traps and escape routes, and you won't know if you get to escape or not until the end of the month, except for me. Maddie doesn't even know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. And those booby traps, I'm finally at that level. And I'm like, these things are terrible. Just so y'all know. Like, it's great. It's forcing me to read a book I've been wanting to read but haven't started yet. So yeah, it's good that it's on there, but it's been super fun. And then below me, we have Wendy, and Wendy and I have known each other for quite some time, but we have yet to be able to make a live happen. And so I'm so happy to actually have her here with me. So Wendy, if you don't mind introducing yourself as well.
Well, my name is Wendy from Wendy's Inspired Reads, and tonight I will be reading Cookies and Scream, which is a second in a cozy mystery series.
Yes. So if you guys were here, I think it was last month, Wendy was supposed to be on here, and then you ended up sick, and so Leah Beth had to come on for you, which was just a wild trip in general. But and she's here, which I think is really funny. So hi, Leah. But so many people were very confused. Like, wait, I'm trying to go to Leah's page and take me to Wendy's page. I was like, yes, I know. I had the wrong, like, I didn't have the wrong person there, but I didn't correct it yet. So it was just funny. So you got lots of different people following you because of that as well. So this is Wendy, if you guys missed that the first time. So happy to have you here. And then Keisha over there in the bottom corner, if you don't mind introducing yourself as well, and also talk about your book club.
Awesome. Well, hello, my name is Keisha. I'm from the channel A Book Like You. And I have a bi-monthly Christian book club called Revive. And November is actually our 1-year anniversary of that. So it was a year ago that I started it. We typically alternate like Christian and nonfiction books. But next month, we're doing a fun little new thing where we're doing like a bring your own book. And I'm bringing back all of my previous co-hosts to bring a book to talk about, to share like recommendations and stuff. And I'm also going to have some other fun surprises throughout the month since it's the anniversary. So if you're interested and that sounds good to you, check it out. But and I'm also going to be reading A Tale of Two Biddies by Kylie Logan tonight, which is the second in the League of Literary Ladies Cozy Mystery series. So
yes, which sounds super cute. And you were saying you have to read that one because the next one, what was the next one called?
Oh, I have it. Let me show you the cover. It's called The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
And so it's a spoof off of Sleepy Hollow. And I need to get to this one. So this one I just don't enjoy. It's based off A Tale of Two Cities. And I'm just not really loving that storyline. So I'm just like trying to get to the next one.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm like that sometimes too. Or like if I'm reading a book because I have to read it for something, it's not necessarily in a series, but I'm like, I really want to get to this other book. I try really, really hard to not set it down because I know if I set it down, I will not finish it.
And that's what I've been doing for 2 months. So
yeah. It happened this month. I tried really hard and I ended up setting a book down and now my hold's gone and I'm like, well, I guess I don't have to read it now. But you know, it's fine. It's totally fine. Katie, what are you reading? You said you were gonna. Oh, you already said those two, right? You're doing.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that was earlier. Okay.
Not bad. No, I'm reading Kimberly Woodhouse's 8 Down. It's the second book in the Alaskan Cyber Mystery series, and it's really good so far. And then I'm also reading Brave by Misu Andrews, which is our buddy read for the readathon, and I know I'm going to love it, so it's a no-brainer for that one.
on November 1st, right? That is the date you're actually going to be doing an author interview with her.
Yes, 7 p.m. Eastern. Yep, it's gonna be lots of fun.
So you guys make sure to be there. I'll make sure to have all the stuff posted there as well, because I'm gonna get to be involved. Which I'm just gonna probably be one of those fangirls who just sit in the background and just like watch and like doodle at it. And then you get to talk to her, which will be great. But it'll be a fun time, anyways. And then Wendy, what are you reading?
Oh, I'm reading the Cookies and Scream.
That's right. Yes. And I just love those. And seeing you guys talk about these cozy mysteries, I'm like, man, I really want to. Like, I am listening to what is it, Adobo and Arsenic, or Arsenic and Adobo, whichever direction that one is. I'm listening to that one, but it's really hard for me to just do audio whenever I'm doing like the sprints and stuff. And this is going to ruin my next video or not ruin it, but it's going to give away a part of my next video that's coming out tomorrow. But I'm also starting, / I've already started, but I'm reading Way of Kings, mainly because I was like, hey, I can't figure out which book I want to read next. And I have these little bookmarks that have scratchers on them, that underneath the scratcher has a prompt. And so I was like, I'll do one. And I scratched it off, and it was like, you need a book that is set on a different continent. And I was like, I have such a long reading list this month. This is bound to work. No, every single physical book I had was all set in America. And I was like, dang it. So the only one I had was The Way of Kings. And Cody was beside himself with joy whenever I told him I had to start reading it. So it's one of those, I'm excited. I'm so happy that I'm actually getting to it, but it is a 45-hour audiobook. And I'm like, we're in this for the long haul, guys. So I might not get any other books read this month, but that's okay. It's all right. It'll be good anyways. So before we get started in comments, I have asked my 3 co-hosts if they could bring a die so that we could play our fun TBR game. And so if you guys don't know what that is, I do have a video that is talking about what Book Buddies is. And this is a part of that. So it's basically a game that we're going to play that's going to give us 5 prompts for us to use to choose our next book for this next week. So how we're going to do that is I have this here. This is the game board. So I'm going to have Katie roll a die, and then that will choose which letter basically we're going to go to, because there's 1 through 6. And then I will have one of the other ladies go through there, and we will do this until we have gotten our 5 prompts. So Katie, if you don't mind rolling.
Okay. Got a 2.
Okay. 2. All right. And then Wendy, if you could roll.
2.
Is this going to be like last time? Because I was there for that.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna have to roll again, Wendy, because we already have that one. So yeah, it is.
4.
Is it gonna
4.
be a hot mess? 4. Okay, that one's good. We have that one. So least excited read. So I could do Way of Kings for that one, because I am excited about it. But I'm also like, it's just a chunk. That's the only reason I don't want to read it right now. Okay, so now Keisha, if you could roll.
6.
Perfect. And then Katie, can you roll again?
5.
5. Okay, can you roll again? Because we already have that one.
I've got a 5 again. 3.
Okay, perfect. So highest Goodreads rating, if you guys use that, or you can do Storygraph. It doesn't matter. I use Storygraph, but most people use Goodreads. Okay, so that's given us 2. So it's probably going to start getting to where it's going to get harder and harder for the rolls, just because we have so many that have already been chosen. But we're going to keep doing it. So Wendy, if you could roll again.
2.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. And Keisha, if you could roll again.
1.
Okay, good. Small town setting. I love it. There we go. Okay, so we've had 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Katie, if you can roll again. If we get a 2, we're going to roll again, because I think we've used everyone in that row already.
1.
Okay, perfect. And then Wendy, can you roll again?
2.
Oh my goodness, can you roll again? Wendy, do you mind
Oh,
rolling
me?
again?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Good.
waiting on Keisha.
You're good.
1.
Okay, so we got that one. Perfect. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we've only done 4, right? Yeah. Okay, so then Keisha, if you can roll again, hopefully this will get us our last one.
Well, I got to roll again because it's a 2.
Of course.
Okay, I got 6.
Okay, perfect. And then Katie, can you roll again?
1.
Perfect. Oh my goodness. All right, that works perfectly. Okay, so guys, we have leaves on the cover, a small town setting, vines on the cover, highest Goodreads rating, and least excited read. And I'm looking at this and I realize I put least excited read on there twice. So sorry, guys. You get to do that. And it was chosen twice. So that's fun. Okay, so there you guys go. Thank you, ladies, so much for playing that with us. I know it's silly, but it's fun. It's fun. So thank y'all. We're going to go through and say hello to everybody real quick, and then we'll jump into our first sprint. So we have Stacy. Hi, friend. You had a super stressful day. I'm so sorry. So looking forward to relaxing with your book. You'll be continuing The Hollow by Nora Roberts. I still have yet to read anything by Nora Roberts, but I am intrigued by her. So maybe down the road I will. But I am sorry that you had that you just had a stressful day. That stinks. Hi, friend. We were just talking about you, and I know it because you were here when I was talking about you. So I'm happy to see you. Hi, Eva. It's so good to see you, friend. And you're reading The Teacher by Frida McFadden. I start audiobooking it while cooking dinner, and you're 30 in. Wow. Okay. Are you enjoying that? Frida McFadden is a hit or miss. I feel like it's always an interesting time or like a good time, but sometimes they're better than others. And so I'm wondering if The Teacher's that way. Have any of you guys read that one?
So I DNF'd The Teacher.
Did you? Okay.
But she's on a kick because she just read The Boyfriend and loved it. So
fair enough. So many people have been reading that book, and I'm like, I don't know much about that one. So I need to look into it. Reading Air of Fire tonight. Hi, April. I was literally just watching a video of somebody talking about Air of Fire and how much they loved it. So I hope you love it just as much as they did. It's so good to see you. Hi, Amy. You're listening to Shoes to Die For, of course, by Laura Levine. Just ate a baked potato with chives and sour cream, and I'm munching on dark chocolate dried mango now. Okay, that sounds amazing.
That sounds good.
I know Amy always comes in with the good food choices. She really does. So I'm just shocked that you're not cooking right now. But hey, that's great. You're working on Dracula tonight. Emily, are you enjoying Dracula? Because that's definitely been like controversial in a funny way. People either really like it or they absolutely hate it. I've never personally read it. Have any of you guys?
Mm-mm.
No? Yeah, it's not high on my priorities. Let's just put it that way. But Amy, if you guys didn't see, it's probably her most recent cozy vlog. She started reading it, and her book has like all these illustrations and like notes and things in it. It is really cool. So go check out that video if y'all are interested in like just really pretty books. That was one of them. Hi, Mom. It's good to see you. And so nice to see all of us. Thank you. And great to be hanging with everyone in the comment section. Yes, we're so happy you're here, Mom. What are you reading? Because I know that you were reading Way of Kings as well. So I'm wondering if you're doing the same thing still. Hello, Jamie.
I was going to say, I love how your mom's in the comments just like mine is.
Oh, yeah. Yes, my mom is involved in everything, and I love it. But I think it's also like this is the time that she actually finds to read. And so she's like, I'll use any excuse. That was on UTBR last month, but didn't get to it. Well, hopefully you can get to it soon. Unless you hear things that you don't like about it. So then maybe not. Yeah, I was glad I could play Wendy for the night. Yes, I gained Wendy a bunch of subscribers. Yeah, we kept joking about that. But honestly, that just ended up being all of us just talking for like 3 hours. It was great. I don't think we got any reading done. And she came in with the warning and she said, just so you know, I talk a lot. And I was like, oh, I've seen you on other sprints, but I didn't think about the fact that so does Sonia and so do Tiffany. And so when you put the three of them together, yes. Yeah, it was wild. It was a wild ride. So sorry. And hi, Chantel. What are you reading? And Mom saying hello. I love it. I love when you guys talk to each other in the comments too. It's so fun. Hi, Nikita. You'll be reading one nonfiction and one fiction. Oh my goodness. See, I can't do that. I have to, if I'm reading a nonfiction, I have to fully focus on that nonfiction. It's weird. It's a weird thing. And she wants to read A Tale of Two Biddies. You're reading the first. There you go. I'm shocked that you haven't read those yet, Amy, to be honest. Come on, switch over. Just kidding. I'll always fill in for my bestie. Yeah, because you guys are actual friends in real life. Like, that is so funny. I love that. I love that. How close are you guys? Like, how close do y'all live to each other?
Like 10 minutes away. We went to high school together too.
Oh, how fun. Okay, see, I did not know that, but I did know that you guys are real life friends, and I think that that's so sweet. I love it. Wendy works hard for every single sub she gets. Amen. She does. Her channel is amazing. Go subscribe to everyone. Amen. I could say that about all three of these ladies. It is so, like, every single one of you guys. I love that y'all's channels are so different, but you can absolutely tell that this is something that you guys enjoy, and y'all put a lot of thought and heart into, and so I love it. And my camera, or my computer, lost our comment. So there we go. Found it. Hello, Maggie. You're reading A Shot of Scandal. It's a new cozy mystery series. Ooh, well, that sounds like a good one. I don't know anything about it, but it sounds great. Is it like new out, or is it like an arc of a new series coming out? I'm interested in that. Hi, Grandma Susan. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, thank you. I was shocked. I hadn't been paying attention because we've just been busy with other things. And then it was all of a sudden like, oh, shoot, I don't have anything planned for this. So I have to come up with something now. Oh, thank you so much, Amy. That's so sweet. You guys are so sweet. And then Emily is very excited about me reading Way of Kings. So that's great. I'll have someone to talk to because I'm sure I'm going to have to. And I know Yvette is also.
I stand with Cody.
Yeah, I stand with Cody. Yeah. He's like, babe, there's other people who want you to read this just as bad as me. And I was like, yes, but they don't live with me and I don't have to listen to them all the time. But you, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just mute us.
Yeah, right. It's like, okay, just want to invite them back. It's fine. I'm just kidding. And Leah says 45 hours. I would never. But I mean, if it's worth it, then maybe. But it's just, it's such a chunk. Anyways, hi, Betsy. You're going to be continuing to read your current read tonight, Ghost Camera by Darcy Coates. I am becoming a fan of Darcy Coates. So I have not read that one yet, but it looks really good. So I hope that you're liking it, Betsy. Are you reading this for anything specific, or is it just because like it's spooky season? Because you guys did, I'm getting so many things confused whenever it comes to readathons happening right now, because there's so many happening at the same time and all of you guys are in them. So I'm like, I know there's some happening, but yours, is it currently going on, or was it just the week last week?
It was all last week.
Okay, that's what I thought. And
there was Goosebumps, Twilight, and then Spooky Middle Grade.
Yeah. And I was like, I have
a lot.
no idea which
All
one's
the books.
which. But yes, oh my goodness. Yeah, I didn't participate in any of them, as y'all could probably tell, because I was like, I have one readathon going on this month, and it is great, and it is what I need to pour my time into because I cannot focus on anything else after that. So did it go well for y'all?
To do.
Yeah, we're crazy.
That's the first month I did that. So yeah, I'm like, it probably won't last for the rest of the year. I'll probably continue to overexert myself in all sorts of things, but that's okay. Did you guys enjoy y'all's readathon? Did y'all have a good time and read lots of books that you were wanting? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not complete all of them, but I tried.
No, I didn't either.
But hey, it's okay. You put effort in. That's all you can say sometimes. That's all you can say. I'm usually that person. I have like great ambitions. And then by the end of it, I was like, I don't think I finished a single one that I thought I was going to. But I have with Katie.
And my friends, and I like to participate in all the things and support. And so I do all the things, and then I'm like, I can't do all this.
I just get FOMO, and I just want to be a part of it all. And then I'm like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I feel like I'm that person who I'm always in like the Discords and stuff, because like I'm in Revive Discord and I see everything going on, but I am just a wallflower at heart, and I don't know why. And I'm like, I need to get over that, but I just can't. I'm 33 years old. I'm pretty set in my ways by now, but I'm like, I know everything that's going on. And so that's what I do with all of the readathons too. I join them and I'm like, you guys are doing such a great job, but I'm going to sit here quietly and just read all your comments. I don't know why I do it. I don't know. I'm also that way with text messages though. So it's not just readathons. So Eva, you can't say the whole time, but you're reading Dairy Dairy Quite Contrary. You're listening to it. Okay, I liked that one. I just read that one a couple of weeks ago. It was very, very cute. Very simple, but the cover was cute because it had a little tiny dog on it. Really is the only reason I read it. But it was cute. I liked it. Yeah, Betsy, it is long. It's a dedication that I'm not sure I possess just yet, but maybe. Amy said, I think my heart just stopped at 45 hours. A 10-hour audiobook is almost my longest. Yes. Yeah. I'm at that point now because I'm used to cozy mysteries, which are like 8-9 hour long audiobooks. And then whenever I get to one where it's like, hey, this is a 13-hour book, I'm like, do I really want to dedicate that long to this book? Which is so silly. So silly. But I am that way. Words of Radiance and Oathbringer are even longer. Oh, good. Good. Awesome. Thank you, Emily, for letting me know that. I didn't know that. Not Katie with loaded die getting 5 twice, right? That's so funny. Yeah, last time it was just like she's saying, Wendy with loaded die 2 and again 2 again. Last time, that's all we could roll was 2s. So that's why now we are officially out of 2s, which is funny. There are other numbers on the dice, Wendy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the 2s every time. Yes, I think that they're going to be fun prompts. I like that they're all very different. And in last week, it seemed like they were all very fall based, which I mean, obviously I created it to be fall based, but this was also, I put some that had nothing to do with this season because not everybody are seasonal readers like I am. You're listening to A Hope Unburied by Kimberly Woodhouse, Christian historical fiction. I am not surprised that you're reading historical fiction because you love it. I hope that you're enjoying it, Susan. Definitely combine prompts because I'm not a speed reader. Hey, and that is something I should probably think about doing, but it literally
I
didn't
have
cross
learned my lesson that I need to start doing that.
Yeah. I don't know why I never thought like, hey,
I know.
you want this one, go ahead and do it. It's not that big of a deal. But
It's always an option.
yes. Oh, Leah Beth said the boyfriend was excellent. So there you go. And Jamie just finished The Hobbit. You're now working through the Tenet of Wildfeld Hall for Victober. Oh my goodness, that's another one I knew about. Yes, and This Lady Is Mine. I don't know of either of those, just so you know. But I hope that you're enjoying them.
I was going to participate in that too, and I was like gonna try to read Dracula or Frankenstein, and I'm like, no, I don't have time.
Yeah.
But I thought about it.
I know. Well, and I'm like, that one's like calls to me because that's definitely something that I like enjoy. But I also knew that I just wasn't gonna do it. So I was like, let's just not even like, I'm too much of a type A personality where I really want to try and finish everything that I possibly can. So let's not do that. So maybe next year because it seems amazing. It really does. You're enjoying it. I find the gothic humor or horror elements interesting. Also finding it interesting how they treat women. Not great. Yeah, because that was written so long ago. And things are quite different now than it was then. So, well, I am happy that you're enjoying it. I'm excited to see what you think whenever you completely finish it, just because, like I said, she's reading Dracula for those that forgot. I'm just interested because I have, like I said, I haven't done that one yet. And I'm nervous. So Chantel is stealing Amy's dinner idea. I love that. Making your son's 72-hour kit. So I'm having fun. How about you? Okay, I don't know what a 72-hour kit is. Somebody's going to have to inform me. Nobody? Okay, she might let us know because I have no idea what that is. And I am the queen of talking on sprints. We know, but it's a great title to have. It's your reputation. So yeah, we were the talking sprints that night. Yes, we were. Yeah, so much so that we're like, hey, we probably need to just do like a talking one where people come and we can all just talk. And I just have been too busy to put one of those together. But I knew Leah Beth would have to be involved in that one. Camper Vans, Cooking and Corpses by Tyler Rhodes. It's got 2 of my favorite things. Okay, is that one that's the series that has like 48 books and they all have like the same or like the same? I don't know.
I thought that's what that was, but that's by Tanya Capes or Caps. I don't know how to say her last name. So I don't know. But that does sound like one of those books in that series.
Yeah, well, I hope that that's a good one for you as well. And yeah, two of your favorite things, camper vans, of course. Hopefully you mean camper vans and cooking, not corpses, because that would be awkward. And just finished dinner, so busy ignoring the Bessie kitchen. Yep. Yeah, same mom. I'm sure she'll explain now that we've multiple of us have asked, because I don't know what that means. Also, I would like to shout out a thank you to Katie for making the Christian YouTubers video. It helped me so much. Yes,
You're
yes.
welcome.
Man, when anybody does videos like that, like Krista also just did one where it's multiple YouTubers, like the dedication, I'm like, I love you ladies, but I probably won't do something like that because it is so much work.
That's a lot of
It is.
editing.
I lost
Yes.
my voice like 3/4 of the way through. I'm like,
Oh,
it's
I'm
been
sure.
over an hour now.
Yeah. Right. Yes. But you're also like, I mean, it's a wonderful thing. And I'm so
Yeah.
appreciative of anybody who does stuff like that. But yeah, man, kudos. Kudos. That one was a really good one. And just a new series. Okay, I also second The Boyfriend was amazing, so I wish I could reread it again for the first time. Well, there you guys go. I'm assuming The Boyfriend's like a rom-com. Maybe it's just romance in general.
That's the Frida one. The Frida McFadden, I'm assuming, right?
Oh, yes. That's right.
It
That's
just
right.
came out, so that's why everybody's been reading it.
Okay. Yeah, that was not at all what I was thinking. But yes, I did just see the cover of it for the first time. It was like, oh, I think this is what they're talking about, and then completely forgot about it. Nora Roberts is an all-time auto-buy favorite, so I'll always recommend her. Well, there you go. I didn't know that. I don't know how to say this without being like rude, but I always thought that Nora Roberts was like, oh, she's just one of those like 90s authors.
She's like who your mom would read or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for like
Because
not
you
my
always
mom,
see-
because my mom wouldn't read that.
I
Oh,
always
okay.
see her
But
books at Goodwill and stuff, like always.
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's, I don't know, but I've also seen so many people talk about, I guess she has like this one, I don't know if it's a series or if it's a standalone book, but it's like a fantasy version of
Mhm.
something, and that was apparently like different than what she usually writes. But I'm like, I literally know nothing about her because I just assume she's the same thing as like, I mean, all the people that you see out there. You see all
Yeah.
their names. They've been writing for so long that they have
Yeah.
a huge backlist. And so I'm also like, do I want to start somebody who has that massive of a backlist? Maybe not.
Yeah.
So, hi, sweet friend. What are you reading? I'm happy that you're here. There we go. And Betsy, no, just for spooky season. Okay, you're reading all the spooky books for October. This one is a bunch of short stories, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. So far, the only one I have loved was Ghost Camera. Oh, well, yeah, I'm a hit or miss with short stories, to be very honest. I don't read them often because I usually don't tend to like them, or it's, well, I didn't like a couple of them, so then that takes down the whole book for me, which is sad because then there could have been some really good ones in there. But anyways, your friend Morgan was like, all your readathons sound so stressful. That's fair. I do like the ones where you can just kind of read like whatever you want for the most part, and you're not having to like, I can't, like, what is that one? Escape the Readathon. That one is so cool, but it stresses me out because I'm like, I have to stay up to date with everything and like have to read specific things at specific times. And I just don't know about those ones. But the amount of work that it takes to put one of those on, I'm just shocked. I'm not a wallflower. I'm not in like this because I have to talk to everybody. But whenever it comes to like texting and stuff, yeah, no, I'm very much a wallflower.
You have to talk to us, yeah.
Yeah, if you kind of root, I'm
Got no
like,
choice.
y'all come on here and y'all chit chat, and I'll just sit back and watch the show, you know. Which I did have to do when Leah Beth was on here. Cody, I don't know if y'all were here, but Cody was like, "Babe,
That was
I need."
funny.
Oh my goodness,
I was
like,
dying.
yeah. So he caught a fish, and I had to go help him. And I'm like, of all the
Hell yeah.
things I have to do is go help you catch a fish. And so I was like, ladies, y'all are already doing a great job discussing. So if y'all could just continue for a second. And then I had to leave the show. So it was fine. But the best stool is in Words of Radiance. Okay. Cody also said that. So that's good to know. And you're just reading 14 pages in Dracula a day and then read other things. That's actually a really smart idea. So you can read it and also enjoy other things. Yes. And that way you don't feel like you're slowly slogging through something or whatnot. That's actually very, very smart. So I'm assuming if you do 14 pages a day, you'll probably finish in October. A 72-hour emergency kit food. Okay, food, water, sanitation, tools, hygiene, first aid. I should have thought like that, but I didn't at all. So that's great. Look at you. Well, you can watch my October wrap up for my thoughts and direct list. Perfect. There we go. I will do that. Come on, computer. Oh, hi, Dad. Loving the conversation. Well, thanks, you guys. So Boompaw is what Piper, my daughter, calls him, and my mom is Boo. So we have Boo and Boompaw. Yeah, so that's really
So
cute. I know, and I'm like, Dad, I'm just shocked that you knew how to use your phone enough to get on here. So good job. And he is not a reader, so I'm like, aw, you're just supportive. I love it. The Lady Is Mine is by Francine Rivers. Oh, okay. And I'm going to fit on the journey through the Bible readathon. The Tenant is, okay, Anne Bronte. Gotcha. So I do know those ones. I just did not register them in that way. Wow. Well, I hope that they're still good. I'm fully stocked in my camper van, but my son is adulting now and needs his own. Fair enough. Fair enough. So for those that don't know, Chantel does live in a camper van, which obviously we connect very deeply on things like that. So that is so cool. And I thought that might be what it was. Have fun with that. Yes. And I agree with this next comment. We do need pics of the camper van at some point. You're intrigued. So you'll have to let us know if you post it somewhere where to go and look and creep on your van. Hi, Hannah. You're going to listen to The Starling House and color. Then this grandma is going to bed. Fair enough. Fair enough. I have gotten so much coloring done this last week because I've been trying to get some, like all of my audiobooks came in at the same time and I don't have the physical copies with them. And so I'm like, well, shoot, I actually have to get through these ones because there's such a long list of people waiting now. So I've been doing a lot of coloring this week, and every time I do, I think of Hannah because it's her fault, basically. That really got me into it. Hey, that's okay. You don't have to do it on YouTube. If you do anything on like Instagram or something, let us know. If not, we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. Okay, it is the thriller. Okay, I'm assuming
Tyler.
I'm assuming this is his wife or Leah's husband. Yeah. That is so funny. I think her name is. Well, you'll have to, DM her in the comments. That's totally fine. Just because we're all here, guys. Okay, she has several magic-y books. You guys, Tyler, get out. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. I love whenever husbands also just come and like support. That's something I could say about Cody, but I don't know if y'all were here the time when Cody, every time Cody is in here, we talk about Wheel of Time and I have no idea what he is saying because I have never read the books, but he is like determined to always talk about them. And then Christina will jump on here, Kay Simmons, and she will be like, hold on. And her husband will then jump on and be like, I heard people were talking about Wheel of Time. I'm like, stop. This is not the channel because I don't know anything about it. But yeah, that's funny. This series that you're reading has 10 books. And I say that like, shoot, that's a lot. But I'm also like, I'm starting series like Cozy Comforts that have like so many. In the interest of full disclosure, your dad did ask how to do it. Okay, well, good job, Mom. And I'm sure, he asked you because you're the tech savvy one of the family. Hi, Bethany. You can't read yet, but wanted to say hi. Hope to join later. Oh, I'm so happy that you were able to just stop in and just say hi. It's always good to see your pretty face. You're just a slow reader. Slow on no reading, I guess you can go hand in hand. So. Oh, Cece, you're going to start chasing the boogeyman. I cannot find a copy of that one anywhere. And I have just yet to actually buy it. So we're supposed to be reading that for our book club. And I have not done that. And then I also DNF'd. It's the only book I've DNF'd this month, our buddy read, because it was the Library of the Dead. I don't know if any of you guys have read that book, but it is, I don't even know how to explain it. And I got to 130 pages. So I gave it a good little chunk and we were still going nowhere. So I basically that was the one that I was telling y'all where it's like, I set it down and then I just didn't really pick it back up. And then my hold went back for the audiobook and I was like, I guess I'm not supposed to finish it. And I'm not going to. So anyways, that's all right. Yes, thanking my mom for helping him. For the record, you were all hot. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're so. Thank you. You're not on Instagram, but I have a Facebook, which I hate and I'm never on. Fair enough. Same. I only get on there to follow a couple things with my families, and that's about it.
I was going to say
Right.
Leah Beth isn't the one that's going to be in trouble when she says that, but her husband would if he said it.
Yeah, that's actually very fair. Very valid point. Hi, Annie. You'll be reading either a Caribbean Mystery, Miss Marple #9, or New Moon. Oh my goodness.
So many
I just
choices.
had like high school flashbacks. New Moon. My goodness. I have not read those ones in a hot minute. And FYI, Mama C, which is my grandma, so my mom's mom, bought another book today on Amazon. I think has officially frozen over. So my grandma is not a reader at all. And she read one book. It was probably at the beginning of this year. And she was like, Maddie, you have to read it. And so she got me a copy. That way I could read it. And I do have to say, it was actually phenomenal. So it's actually, the three of you would probably really enjoy it. It's called Where the Wind Leads. And it basically was about, it's a guy writing about his past whenever he was a kid and how they were actually Vietnamese refugees. And she wanted me to read it because they actually ended up in our hometown. So where I just moved from, which is 30 minutes down the road, they live there. And we actually go to church with some of their relatives now. And so they don't really talk about that, but it was just like a cool connection. But the book itself, I was like, my grandma doesn't read. There's no way this is going to be that good of a book. But it was so good. So good. And you guys should read that one because you will love it. I'm telling you. I was shocked. And it was actually funny, which is kind of weird to like have funny humor in a, Vietnamese refugee book, but it was very good. Very good. Oh, and you're still reading The Spell Shop. I'm at 60%. I was actually going to ask you if you're still reading it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our first sprint. Let me see. So it is 7:37, and we're going to just do, oh my gosh, my brain's like, we're not mathing. Hold on a second. We're going to go to the 10 because that'll give us roughly 30 minutes, right? Yes. Yeah, roughly 30 minutes. So we're going to go to the 10. I'll get our ambiance going, and all of us will come back and we will catch back up. So let me get everything set up, and we will see you guys back here at the 10. Hello. You guys hear me?
Hi. Yes.
Okay. I had a thing that kept saying like it lost connection to your mic, even though it showed
Oh.
connection to the mic. So I don't know what was going on. That's okay. That's okay. Did you guys have a good reading sprint / productivity sprint, whatever you needed to do?
Yeah, I got to about 10%.
There you go. Are you still enjoying it?
Yes. And then I was getting kids to bed, so.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was actually going to say, if you guys hear some hollering, it's because Piper is being put to bed right now. So
Oh.
he's not happy about it. So sorry. Katie, how did that one go for you?
Went good. I actually finished 2 chapters. I read an entire chapter in Brave and then finished like 1% in 8 Below. So not bad.
Gotcha. That is, I don't know how you can read 2 books in like 30 minutes time span. I just struggle. I'm like, no, I have to do one book. And then the next sprint I could switch, but not in one sprint.
Well, because I finished a chapter and there was like 10 to 15 minutes left. I didn't want to start a new chapter and be like in the middle of it. So
That's fair. Yeah. And Keisha, how was it for you?
These chapters are kind of long. So I read one chapter and I only have like, I think 70 pages of the book left. So I did that, and then like the last 10 minutes before we came back, I made a yogurt bowl, so that's what I'm eating.
Love it. Love it. We're big fans of yogurt bowls around here / overnight oats. I don't know if you guys do those.
Yeah.
They're
Mhm.
Oh, I
so
love
good.
overnight oats. I make peanut butter
Yeah.
and jelly ones.
Yum.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Piper's favorite. And Cody, he loves Reese's. So anything that has to, close taste of that. So, and I don't like really either of those. So I have to make like 3 different styles of overnight oats, but it's okay. I like them. I'm just like you, Keisha. My chapters are long, so I did get 1 chapter read, but that's almost like 20 pages. But Cody had come home in the middle of that, so of course I wanted to stop and say hi to him and everything, and then release him to go deal with the child as she goes to bed, and is very happy about that. So it's okay. Okay, so I'm trying to remember where we left off. I think it was here. Yes. Okay. So Nikita said that she read 43 pages of my nonfiction book and worked on my reading journal and binder. Oh my goodness. I am such a fan of reading journals, and I'm finally like getting into the groove of it because I definitely feel like it was something I was having to like train myself for. Do any of you guys keep reading journals?
Yes, it's my most popular video. So
I was gonna say, well, I don't know why I asked that. I knew Katie did.
yeah, I'm actually
I was
working on
wondering.
next year's right now. So I'm penciling
already?
everything out so I can film it. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
smart. I bullet journal, but I've been slacking the past couple of months. So,
Yeah.
but like I do more than just like the reading part. Like I have a mood tracker and a habit tracker in it because that's helped me with like mental health stuff in the past. So
Yeah.
it's more of like a bullet journal for me, but I've slacked off the end of this year. So
That's fair. That's fair. And Wendy, do you keep one?
Nope.
No. Hey, that's okay.
It's hard enough doing it with 3 kids.
Yeah.
Let alone having a reading journal.
Yeah. I don't think I could if I had more than Piper. I don't think I could. She is in
Yeah.
such a phase right now where all she wants to do is craft all the time. So I'm like, hey, this is perfect. Here's like, she literally will want to craft out of anything, right? So I just give her my trash as I'm working in my
That's
journal.
funny.
It's like, here's the back of the sticker. And she's perfectly content with that. So I'm like, yeah, if I had another one and they didn't like crafting, I don't know what I would have to do. I just probably wouldn't have one, to be honest. But that's okay. Yeah, I've started trying to like, I want to do one for each of the books because I started realizing that I'm getting a lot of books confused. It's like, when did I read it, or why did I read it, or did I actually read it? Because sometimes I can read books so quickly that it's like I'm not 100% sure if I read this one in the series or something like that, because especially cozy mysteries, they're all kind of similar.
Mhm.
It's like Hallmark books, let's be honest. Which I wanted to ask. Okay, so I know that Keisha, you read Pumpkin Everything. And Wendy, were you starting that? Was that you that was starting it?
I
Did you read it
finished
too?
it, yeah. It was
You did
cute.
finish it? Katie, have you ever
Mhm.
read that one?
No, I haven't.
Oh my goodness.
It's super cute.
It
It's
is
really
super
cute.
cute. Have y'all watched the movie?
No,
No,
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
watch
watch
it
it.
soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Jordan's Patreon, they're doing like a watch for it, I think. So
Gotcha. Okay. Only thing I could say is they are not alike at all. So just be prepared for that. And I
Yeah.
didn't know that because the author was like talking about how the movies are basically like, this is her season for her book to shine because it's Pumpkin
Yeah.
Everything, obviously. And the movie definitely starts playing right now, but she didn't ever say anything about how different they were. And so I went and watched, and I was like, it's like a whole different story.
Which
It's
one
still
did you like better?
Oh, well,
Or did you like the movie in
I
general?
did. I
Okay.
did. Yeah, it was cute. But I think so like there are aspects of like the grandfather that aren't included, and I really liked those in the book because I think it
Yeah,
was
he
like
was
the
the best
core.
part.
Yes. So he is still heavily involved, but it's interesting. And then I just didn't love how they had the mom involved in the movie.
Oh.
But I liked that, like, kind of in the book she basically isn't, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And that kind of plays along with everything and how decisions are made. So it was just interesting. But
Gotcha.
it's
Yeah.
still very
Okay.
cute. Yeah. Yeah. So just wanted to give that disclaimer. Whenever you guys watch it, just know they're not alike at all. So don't even expect it. But they're both very cute. And this is the perfect time to read them or watch it. Either way. Hello, friend. You said you joined late. That's okay. The Souls of Lost Lake this evening. I'm about halfway. It's really good. I don't know what that one is. The Souls of Lost Lake.
It's by Jamie Jo Wright.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I know some of her stuff, but I do not know all of them. But all
that
of
was my first one that I read by her, and it's definitely one of her more creepy ones.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of intrigued by her because she is like, she's just enough creepy that like I almost don't want to read it, but it's not too far, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it's not too far, yeah.
No. And it's usually like, I don't know. I read Echoes Among the Stones last month, and I liked that one. It was good. It wasn't to me creepy whatsoever, but I had read The House on Foster Hill.
Foster Hill. Yeah.
Okay,
I read that one too. That was my first by her.
Yeah, that was the first one of hers I had read as well. And it was really good. And it was a little creepy to me.
It made me uncomfortable, the subject matter. Obviously.
Yeah. But she's a very, very talented author. So I want to continue to read her stuff. I just haven't read any of it. Wendy, have you read any of her things?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you would like her stuff. I have a feeling you would like it.
I do think I have that on my list, The Souls of Lost Lake. I feel like I forget who I saw recommend it like long ago on BookTube.
Yeah. Well, I don't like scary at all. So guys, I'm also gonna give something away, but it's fine. I'm like, why did I even shoot a vlog? I'm just gonna tell you guys all about it right now. But I listened to this book that is called Ocean at the End of the Lane. Have y'all ever heard of that?
I love that book. I mean, it's dark. It was Neil Gaiman. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I was asking all of my members, like, hey, I'm needing a book that starts with O, because that was one of our prompts. And my mom was like, oh, read this one. And so I was looking at everybody's like what they or recommended, and that was the only one that I could get like this month, basically. So I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and do that. Plus, it's only like a 6-hour audiobook. I can get through it. I, being the person who never reads synopsises on a book, went into it and was like, what am I reading? I am officially creeped out. And I'm like, why would my mom recommend this to me? Because she knows that I don't do scary. And this wasn't like, it wasn't like horror, but it definitely had me on the edge of my seat. It was definitely creepy.
I really like the commentary in it, but it's been a long time since I've read it. So I don't know if I'd still love it as much as I did when I first read it.
Well, whenever I finished, I was literally just like staring off into space, like so much that Cody was like looking and he's like, what is she staring at? And I'm like, oh no, I'm just trying to process what I just read. And I couldn't figure out what I thought about it. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, that actually was like a 5-star read for me. I actually really, really liked it, but there was so many layers. And I'm talking to my mom about it. She's like, oh, so do you think I'd enjoy it? And I'm like, oh, wait a second. You recommended this, but you hadn't read it? She's like, nah, it sounded good. It's like, are you kidding me?
Goodness.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So,
hey, but good job, Mom, because it was a 5-star, even though you had all those feelings.
I know. It really was, because I was worried at first that it definitely got like, you get into the story pretty quick, which I mean, it's a short book, so you have to, but then the, like the creepy factor is almost like immediate kind of happening, and then it slowly like gets less, I guess, because you start understanding like what you're dealing with, what the things are that's happening, that sort of stuff. It kind of reminded me of Signs, like a very creepy movie, but then once you see them, you're kind of like, okay, it's a little less creepy now, you know, because now we have a face to it, basically. That's kind of what it felt like was happening. But it was a really good book. I was shocked that I liked it so much. So it makes me feel good that Keisha also likes it. Oh, you didn't get to read, Brandy. That's okay. You're working on orders and stuffing your face with fries. Love it. But love hanging out. She has a for anybody that is in to budgeting and savings challenges, she has an Etsy shop and her stuff is phenomenal. Just so y'all know. You got 10% more completed. Had to put Ragu and ourselves to bed. Love it. Fair enough. And then Annie, not sure how much I got read in my book, but I did get to read more of the Miss Marple book and worked on my son's Christmas stocking. Okay, wait, are you making one? or like the stuff for it.
I'm like, we're already starting that. I'm behind.
I know.
I think she's
Okay.
making it.
Making one? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I have a like very serious question, and this could potentially end friendships. When do you guys decorate for Christmas? Actually, Katie, I know exactly when you decorate for Christmas. We
After
talked about
Thanksgiving.
after Thanksgiving, and Katie's is also after Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I do it the
Uh-huh.
week before because we're visiting family, so I do
Oh,
have to
okay.
do it the week before.
That makes sense.
Okay. Well, we decorate on November 1st. So there's that. But
Friendship
I can
over.
say-
That doesn't bother me. It's fine.
It doesn't bother
fair.
me either.
Whatever brings you joy,
Kidding.
Maddie.
Because I
Yeah.
think it's pretty. I get why people do it. What makes me mad is the fact that the stores already have Christmas stuff out.
Yeah.
That makes me mad
That's
because
crazy.
I'm like, we didn't even have fall yet. Like, where's
Mhm.
the fall stuff?
Yeah, like I don't want to go Christmas shopping right now, but if I don't, I'm gonna miss all the good stuff because it'll be bingo.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, like, decorate your house all you want, but like, can we not put it out in the store right now?
Yeah, that I do agree with. I do. And we are just like, I guess we're kind of weird because we don't really do Halloween or anything like that. So we definitely decorate for fall. But I kind of have it like in my head where you're going to decorate for a specific holiday / season, and you will do that for 2 months because, you know, I start decorating for fall in September. Well, technically August, because by that point I'm like, I'm just wishing for the cooler weather. That's the only reason I'm going to decorate for fall. And then, you know, come September 1st, I basically decorated. And so then I have it up for 2 months. And then it used to be because I had such a big house that's like I had to start November 1st. That way, by the time Christmas got around, I was finally fully decorated. But I don't know. Now living on a boat, I'm like, have it done in like a day, you know? So it might be a little later. I don't know. But okay.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you guys decorate, I mean, that's a big deal to me.
I just keep my Christmas stuff up longer. So, like, I don't take it down till after New Year's.
That's what Annie's working on. It's like one of
my
those like
goodness.
felt with the
Yeah.
sequins.
Oh my goodness.
That's so cute.
That is cute. Wow. What a talent. I couldn't do that. My stockings, they wouldn't look good at all. They'd probably end up looking like one of those toe socks or something. It's like, that's not supposed to be what it looks like. Okay. Well, Emily, thank you so much for being here. I totally get it. I hope you have a good night. I hope you're still enjoying some Dracula. And then you got about 20 pages in, Stacy. That's awesome. That is progress, and even small progress is good progress. You didn't read on this print. Your family and I played a game. Oh, I love that. And now getting kiddos to bed. I love that. We are huge game nerds in our house.
Us too.
Yeah, like we're more board game. Well, not more. We're hardcore board gamers, but we're slightly video game, but mainly like we like our Switch and we like to do, you know, like Mario Kart. It's the nostalgia sort of thing. So like Super Smash Bros. Because those are something that Piper can play, even though she's terrible at it. She still likes to play it, you know, and so we basically have to have it like on Mario Kart where there's the bumpers and it automatically goes for her, and all she has to do is just like push button to like, you know, get her prizes or whatever. So that's all she has to do, but she loves it. But other than that, we don't really do video gaming. Are you guys board gamers as well? I know that Katie, you like to do games. Yeah, and Wendy.
Yeah, and we love the Switch. We loved playing Yoshi, like, as a family. That's a really fun one for young kids, and Animal Crossing. They all caught on to that pretty quickly.
Yeah. We're fans of Animal Crossing, but I say we. I mean me. Cody has never played it. So I guess I just meant me and my personalities love
Yes, we love building things.
Yes. Have you guys seen that new I think it's a computer game, but it's called like Tiny Towns. Have y'all heard of this?
Mm-mm.
No,
I don't think so.
So I think it's like the adult version of, I'm assuming, Minecraft. I've never played Minecraft, but I'm pretty sure all you're doing is like building things. And that's what this one does. But these things end up like you could build actual castles, and it's like pretty. You could do cottage, you could change your seasons that you're building it in. So then like all of the, you know, exterior is going to look more fall or look more winter or whatever. And I'm seeing some of these things that these people are building. They're like, yeah, this took me like a week to build. And I'm just like, this is amazing. But at the same time, like that was an entire week.
Sounds fun though.
Sims was my tiny town growing up. I would play Sims like 10 hours a day.
Yes.
I loved building houses. I loved buying furniture and everything.
Yes. I would spend so long making my Sims house, like forever.
Yeah, I think Sims is what gave me unrealistic expectations for housing.
My husband was like the realist, and he would make his house like have nothing, and he would just refuse to use the cheat code to get more money, and just start out with like just his bed in the same room and his toilet in the same room, and he wouldn't even like separate the walls, and would be like super frugal and like save his money. I'm
I
like,
think
what
that's
is
the way
wrong
mine
with you?
was.
Just
I'm
use
not
the
gonna
cheat
lie.
code.
I don't know that I knew there was a cheat code when I
Me
played
either.
it.
Really?
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't know either.
seriously, I definitely used that.
When
When
he's
you
like,
can
I
build a
don't.
mansion like right off the bat.
Oh yeah, that's true. So yeah, I'm like, wait, what's a different way of doing it? But I didn't put my toilet in the same room as my bed.
I know.
I
He was
didn't
great.
either.
He
I
also
have-
made his sim look exactly like him.
No, I would always say like, what would another version of myself be? And then I'd
Exactly.
say that.
I'm like, no, I
Yeah.
want
I made
to
mine look like me, and then whoever I wanted to be dating, that's who I made my man look like. So-
I always did movie characters, movie or
Yeah.
book characters.
Same.
Like I had
Yeah.
Nancy, Bess, and George from Nancy
Yeah.
Drew
Oh my goodness.
sometimes.
and I would name them after
Aw.
like famous people.
yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I had Zac Efron as one of the characters because I was obsessed with High School Musical. Yeah.
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 That's
And I
funny.
definitely had like a Lizzie McGuire because I loved her. She was my best friend.
Oh.
Mhm.
Love Liz McGuire.
Oh, I know. I do too. I still like
Mhm.
I have a thing. Hillary Duff is probably one of my favorites, and I don't really
Yep.
know why. I think it's only because of Lizzie McGuire. So
But
Yeah.
Lizzie raised us, so
I know. It's true. It's true. I learned so much from her.
yeah.
Okay. So Chantel, you finished ordering all the stuff for the kit, boiling water to do dishes, and going to start the potatoes cooking. Man, I have so much props for you. The fact that, like, yeah, you have to boil your water so that you can wash your dishes. We don't have a dishwasher, which is actually preferred. Even in our old house, when we remodeled our kitchen, we didn't have a dishwasher. We just, honestly, it was because, so I'm going to tell you guys an embarrassing story, but I think it's funny, so it's okay. Whenever we were moving into our previous new house, so the house that we just sold not too long ago, I was packing up my boxes and I'm like, God, I was telling Cody, I was like, Cody, I feel crazy because I know that I had some other dishes, but I cannot find them anywhere. And he was like, well, I mean, maybe we just act like I was packing some stuff, so maybe I packed it up. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Well, we get all of our stuff moved out and we're working on the house because it's under contract. And we had to move the dishwasher out because we had to fix something behind it. And I opened up the dishwasher. Guys, our dishes were in there. They had been in there for months. Like they were clean. But that's why I was like, no dishwasher. Because I just didn't, I don't know. I have no idea. I guess I was just so used to not having one because I've
I would
always
probably do that because we are not used to having one either. So I could see myself doing that.
yeah.
I cannot.
But I'm like, why did it not cross your mind to check your dishwasher for your dishes that you were
That's
missing?
super
It just
funny.
didn't.
Yeah.
Side note,
At
did you
least-
ever play the Oregon Trail?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, there's a Switch game out that's the Oregon Trail, and I want it like really badly because
They
it's so
have
much
it-
nostalgia for me.
They have the phone app. If it's the same thing, they
I
have a
tried
phone app.
the phone one. I didn't feel like it was very similar. I did play that for a little while, but there's a Nintendo one out now, and I want it. My
Yeah.
husband made fun of
Well,
me for it.
I hope that the Nintendo one is a little different because I liked the game on the phone. It like for a while I was like, oh wow, this kind of brings back memories. It's definitely better, quality and things. But I also felt like I'm like everyone is constantly getting dysentery, and I'm
I
like,
know. I know.
how?
Like
How
I
is this happening?
remember the game, but I was never like when you see the name the Oregon Trail and this is the logo, that never piqued my interest. Like I just didn't think
It was just like a
exciting, so I never
survival
played
game. It was
Me either. It
fun.
didn't interest me.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
funny
And
the other
Carmen
day.
San Diego, did you
Yeah.
play that?
Yes.
Which one?
Which one?
Carmen San Diego.
No, but I know what you're talking about. I watched Carmen San Diego, but I didn't play a game for.
Yeah, the game was great.
Yeah.
I was way more into video games / like computer games growing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And that may have been because I had an older brother and that was the kind of stuff like he enjoyed too. But yeah, as I got older, I kind of liked them less and we moved more towards board games. But yeah, that brought up some memories, Carmen San Diego. I did forget about that one until just now. That's fun. And my computer's lagging. Sorry. Oh, you love your reading journal. Well, that is good, Stacy. So whenever I did mine, by the way, I have like half of mine was from the beginning of this year, and then I was like, nope, we're redoing the whole thing because I didn't like it. So I started completely over. So I love my new section of the reading journal. You've never done a reading journal, Leah? What? But I've learned to never say never. That's true. Because I also said I would never annotate, and I have now. Amen.
See, I just use Goodreads to keep track, and that's good enough for me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I use have y'all ever heard of Bookmori?
Mm-mm.
It's an app on your phone that I have to show you because it's a little harder to like explain completely. Although I'm sure if I tried hard, I could probably explain it pretty well, but I'm not going to. So I love it because I'm a visual person. Like I need to be able to see exactly when I've done something or like what I've done.
Mhm.
And you can say, hey, I've read this book, and you can put it in there. Here, let me turn my brightness down. That might help some. And you can put it in there, and it will show you exactly which day you finished it.
Fun.
The calendar. And it's the actual book titles, because sometimes I'm like, I can look at the book title and know, or look at the cover. Obviously, I remember way more about the book than if you just told me the title sometimes. And so I love that, which is also come in handy with my book journaling. But that's just a great little app. I always share it with people. I didn't know about it until recently. You use Goodreads as your reading tracker, just as Wendy's.
I mean, I use all the things like that, and I use Storygraph to track stats because I can log my DNFs and stuff like that too.
You're very organized. Keisha organizes our life and makes a calendar for us.
No, I organize the unimportant parts of my life. Now, the important things, they're not organized, but the fun things, they are.
Me and Leah couldn't keep track of everything. She's like, I'll make you a calendar.
I did.
I love
doing it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not disciplined enough to create my own calendar sort of thing. It definitely has to already be pre-made. But then I realized like I'm way more particular than I ever thought I was for someone who doesn't actually use my calendar like a lifeline. But I'm like, I act like I do in my head because I'm like, no, it has to be very specific.
I have a bullet journal, a desk calendar, and I use a Canva calendar. Now, why I need all three of those is beyond me, but I like having them.
I love it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the most organized I am. I have a calendar that I send out each month to my members. That way they kind of see like what's coming up. And that's the most organized I am. And I still don't even stick to that calendar. But that's about it. And then I do have like, I have to write down who's doing all the sprints and things because obviously having so many of you guys, I can forget. And so I have that written down. But other than that, I am quite forgetful to write the things in my journal, and then it comes up and it's like, oh yeah, like I literally told Katie, she was like, hey, you're going to be in a sprint with me. I was like, perfect. You're going to have to remind me. And she's like, write it down. I was like, yes, here's the thing. You're going to have to remind me to do that too, because I will forget. So
all my friends are like that. I feel like everyone tells me to remind them. I'm like, can't you set an alarm or something?
Yeah.
Like I know I
have friends that I have to do that too also. So
it's like 100%
there are people out there.
Yeah.
I'm just letting y'all know I'm that person. I'm that friend. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, my mom said she's not disciplined enough to journal. She's not. She's right. But that's okay, Mom. You don't have to. And Pumpkin, everything was super cute. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed it. There's a second one, like maple.
Yes, there is this maple.
I'm gonna read it next month.
I was trying to decide if I was going to read it this year or next year because I'm like, fall's almost over. But I guess November's still fall.
Yeah. And it fits in with Hannah's cozy with the side of food readathon.
Oh, that's true.
It does. Which, if you guys don't know anything about that, make sure you guys go check out Hannah from the Teachers TBR. She's going to be putting on a readathon for the first 2 weeks, I believe, of November. And it is going to be a great time. And it's all the warm cozies. I know. I love it. It is 100% Hannah.
Cozies and food. Perfect month for it.
Yep. This is only the second time you've read by her. You just read The Lost Boys of Barlow Theater, and it was fantastic. I really want to read that one.
That one's really good.
Yeah, that was the first book of hers that I ever saw and was like, I actually really want to read that, and I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But
yeah. Side note on Jamie Jo Wright, I'm going to see her again next month, so I'm excited.
Oh my goodness! You know, no big deal. It's fine.
I send her punny things all the time. Whenever I see something about murder or crime, I'm like, I just send over a text and be like, hey, look at this. Like, I have this. And it was a blackberry jam accident. And I was like, look, a crime scene happened.
So you're like actual friends with her.
Yeah, I sent her this. I said, it was a punny joke. I said, she said she missed me. Normally that would be good, but she's reloading. So bad. But yeah, I send her stuff like that all the time. I love her.
That's funny.
That's awesome. She seems wonderful. I follow her on Instagram, and she's definitely someone that I actually keep up with. And so I like her. I like her stuff too. And do you have an email just for Sprint related emails? I can email you the pictures. I don't, but I do have an email for my other YouTube channel. If you want to send something there, it's shopfloatingfunds@gmail.com. I'll type that in the comments. Hold on. So you can do it there.
I didn't even know you had another YouTube.
Oh, yeah. So I am big into savings challenges, which is why there's several savings challenge people on here because we're friends over there. And apparently, if you like to save money, you also are book nerds because we learned like there's a whole group of us. Yeah. But yes, that's what I do. That way, it's also kind of like accountability thing, and it's been really good for us. And so yeah, it's called floating funds. Instead of sinking funds, which is super cute. I have to explain it a lot to people because they're like,
cute.
What does that have to do with anything? I'm like, oh yeah, I live on a boat. And they're like, oh yeah. Okay, that makes way more sense. Oh yeah, and you can do pictures on there if you have Discord, which not everybody does. And my mom agrees that Neil Gaiman is definitely worth a try. I guess I had never read anything by him, but
you never read Coraline?
No, I know. I didn't realize that. I do. Yes.
Okay, good.
I've seen the movie. I've never read the book.
Yeah, the movies. I love the movie, but I would never let a kid watch that. Like it's pitched as a kid's movie, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's
but
creepy.
I enjoyed it.
Creepy. Yeah, that one actually kind of gets under my skin. It does.
Yeah,
it's a little creepy.
It is very creepy.
But he also wrote. Have you guys seen the show called Good Omens with David Tennant? Okay, so he wrote the book with Terry Pratchett, and I love Terry Pratchett, and so I didn't register that connection until my mom said something. It's like, oh, well, once you said that, it made way more sense about how his writing was because that's his genre. I get it now. I didn't understand at first, but it was good. It was good. So if you guys want a quick little spooky-ish book, definitely pick that one up.
Yeah.
And you're making it. It is one of the felt pattern Christmas stockings. That is so cute. I am seriously intrigued by anybody who can create anything with their hands and it turn out really well because that's not me. And you put Christmas up on Veterans Day. It's a tradition for us. My hubby is a vet. That's his day. I love that. I think that's a wonderful, wonderful tradition.
Yeah,
and we need to make sure to definitely thank him for his service. You put up decorations for Advent the day after Thanksgiving. Do not start putting Christmas decoration before Christmas, but do not put it away until late January. See, that's I feel like since I decorate like early, obviously, literally like 2 years ago, we had it decorated even before Halloween, but we were just going through a rough time, and I was like, I need something happy, and so we just did Christmas everywhere, and so we had trick-or-treaters coming to a Christmas house, so that was interesting. But by the time we're at January 1st, I'm like, get it down. I'm done. Like, I love Christmas, but I go a bit overboard. And so I'm like, I need the space back because it takes up a lot of space. Okay, we did read that one. And Cece said many times you've started Christmas decor as soon as Hallmark starts their Christmas movies. Yeah. When do they actually start them? I don't even know.
Early.
I feel like they're always going.
November, I would say.
Okay.
Because I know like during Thanksgiving, I can watch a lot of Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And did y'all see? So, speaking of like old childhood stars, Netflix is coming out with another like Christmas movie, but it's gonna have Lindsay Lohan in it.
Yes, I'm so excited. And the guy from Pretty Little Liars that played Mr. Fitz, Ian Harding.
I don't know.
He's 11.
Like I know.
Did you watch Pretty Little Liars?
I watched part of it. I didn't finish it.
Wait, is that the one with Reese Witherspoon?
Pretty Little Liars was like the TV show that was based on books. That was about all the girls. Like one of them was
she signs her name A.
Yeah, like there's like a stalker person that this sounds weird. I can't believe you don't know what this is.
Okay, well, if, in my defense, I did not
show you
read
a picture
anything
and see if
similar
it
to that
triggers
growing
a
up.
memory. It was out when I was in high school, so.
Okay, yeah, no, definitely not.
Okay, well, anyways, he was in that, so I'm excited to see him in this too.
Okay, what is the one I'm thinking of then? There's this one that's like, I thought it was going to be a fun time. It was a wild ride, and it was way darker than I was expecting. It has Reese Witherspoon in it. It has the girl from like American Teenage Mom or whatever that was, or Divergent series.
Is this an older movie? Oh, are you talking about Big Little Lies?
Yes. Okay. Yep. See, easy to get this.
Yes, I
Literally
understand.
the same. It's the same, but not the same. So I do know about Pretty Little Lies. I understand. Like, I know what the concept was.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it, but sorry to disappoint you.
No, you're good.
It happens every sprint. At least one of us gets disappointed by someone. It's fine. We're not starting sweet tea conversations. Every time. So we decorate early November because of traveling over Thanksgiving. That's fair. Fall stays up until Thanksgiving, though. We keep our decorations up until the new year also. Yeah, but I don't know. I guess by the time November, although this is the first year where I even told Cody, I was like, we may not decorate November 1st because I'm kind of loving my fall decor and I'm loving the fall vibes. So we might just stay in it a little bit. I don't know. And Leah Beth, she said she's not a video gamer at all, which is, yeah. Okay, so we have been chit-chatting for a little bit. So are you guys able to do one more 30-minute sprint and then we can come and just do a quick wrap up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
There's nothing. What?
There's never something quick
Well,
about it.
we'll try and make it quick. Okay, well then I will get us all set up and we will come back. We'll come back at the 15. So I'll get it all set up and I'll see you guys all back here at the 15.
Sounds good.
Okay. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Did you guys get any reading done?
This time I did not. I started editing my vlog.
Yay.
That's fair.
I did. I
Keisha,
read like
did you get any-
like 20 pages, and I have like 40 left of the book. I feel like this is ages long. I think there's just a lot of words on the page.
Yeah.
So it's just taking me forever. And I'm not loving this one as much as the first one. So I'm just ready for it to be over. But I'll
Yeah.
get there.
And I feel like when that happens, it just makes the book feel like it takes even longer.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have the audio for it?
There's no audio for this series.
Ugh, I hate that.
Dang. Yeah, otherwise it's like, well, I'm just going to fast forward this one in my ears. And
Yeah, because I typically would. But
yeah.
And I'm scared. The only reason that I'm finishing it, I know you don't have to read like a cozy series in order. You don't have to read all of them. But a lot of times with them, there's like a backstory that continues on through all of them. And I don't want to miss an important part of that if it's in here. So I feel like I have to read it.
Yeah, right. Well, and hopefully it's just that one that's not that great. And the next one will be well worth it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. And Katie, how did it go for you?
I read another chapter in 8 Below by Kimberly Woodhouse, and it's pretty good. And I know that her son is into, like, he works with some kind of cyber unit or something. So, like, a lot of her research is true. So it's kind of scary reading all this cyber crime and stuff. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I'm not sure if I would like that kind of book. I'm intrigued by all the cyber stuff because for some reason, I keep hearing about these different books where it all is basically taking place on like cyber somehow. And I've just never read those, but I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued, but just haven't taken the plunge yet. So maybe you'll have to let me know. Well, I guess you're going to talk about it in one of your videos once you finish it, what you thought about it. So then I'll have to know.
End of the month.
I'll see if I want to actually read it or not. I got another chapter and a half done. So, I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like much. Like when you're looking at this book, like it's literally just those couple of pages, but the words are so tiny that it's, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm like, so not only is it a massive book, but then the words are itty bitty. So I feel like each page, it just takes forever to get through, but it's good. I'm still slightly confused. And I think it's because I'm just not really used to high fantasy stuff where, you know, if you're going to explain an area, like they explain it to very.
I feel like with fantasy, I feel like I'm confused for like the first 20%. And then I'm like, oh, now I get it.
Yes. And that's what I keep telling myself is like, just keep pushing forward. It will make sense. You know, because I was telling Cody, I was like they're talking to you almost like you should know this stuff. But you're like, that's a made up word. I have no idea what this even means right now, you know. But he also, because it's written by Brandon Sanderson and he wrote Skyward series, which if you guys haven't read that, that's also a great series. And it was kind of the same thing with that one where I was like, it doesn't make sense what you're saying because that's just something that like, that's a word that you made up to describe something there. But then the more you read it, you're like, you go back and you're like, yeah, that made sense. Now I get what you're talking about. So hopefully, I mean, it's got to do something good because so many people love this series. So there's got to be something to be said about that. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where we left off. I think it was here. We're back on The Sims. All The Sims I play still, but not as often. Your husband and you are video and board gamers. I love that. That's something that Cody and we made the decision in our old house to get rid of our TV. And we started playing more games that was just for two people, or at least ones that you could play with just two people. And that got us into this huge, like we're huge nerds for board games because it's just a fun time to spend time with each other and you're not just sitting there watching a movie, you know? So,
I was going to say, do you know about the little, like you can star a comment so you can find it easier when you go back?
Yes, and I just forgot to do it earlier, and so it's like, oh, bummer. I don't remember. But then I remember Leah Beth saying, I'm not a video gamer. It's like, I'm pretty sure that's where we were at. So Cece says she loves playing Sims, especially Cottage Living expansion pack. Oh my goodness, I did not know that was a thing. That sounds precious. So there is somebody, And once we started talking about Sims, I was like, I need to try to remember who it is, but I cannot remember. There is a YouTuber, and I only remember that a couple of months ago I had seen her like TBR for the month, and the way she chooses her TBR is through a Sims thing. So like she'll pick, I guess there's this whole family that lives in her Sims house, and she'll pick one of the people and tell them like, hey, go to the bookcase and pick out a book. And so they'll go to the bookcase and pull out a book, and then there's a prompt in it. And I'm like,
That is so cool.
I know. But I could not tell you who this person is. That's the only videos I've ever seen of hers, and it's been several months since I've seen it again. But it was really cool. I didn't know you could even do that. But like, man, that's dedication. But now, Cece, I'm gonna need you to send me some screenshots of this cottage living expansion pack in play.
I had every single Sims 2 expansion pack.
I never got into it that deep, but I liked it. I just didn't do that.
Yeah.
Wendy, did you? Because you were so into Sims too.
I had all of it.
Yeah. She had all the cheat codes and everything too. So
Yeah.
that is awesome.
I mean, you're not playing until you're cheating.
That's fair. That's fair. There's other games that I absolutely did that with. I guess Sims just wasn't one of them. But have you guys ever heard of Wild, WYLDE Flowers? It's a game. No, I think it might only be on Switch, but it kind of has like the Animal Crossing feeling where you're just like, you have your farm and you're just kind of doing your own thing or whatever. But it is like the sweetest little, like, just everything about it's so comfy cozy. I love that thing so stinking much. But that's one where I'm like, there's a couple of missions that you have to do, and I'm like, I have to cheat to figure this one out, because like there's this one where you have to go mining, like actual mining, like 20 levels of mining, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. You just tell me where this key is that I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I don't know how we played games as kids. Well, that's why I didn't finish so many games, because I couldn't figure stuff out. And now if I can't figure it out, I just Google it.
Yeah, that's what I did. I was gonna say I used to play Indiana Jones like all the time on my Wii, and like some of the things I just could not get past. So I'm like, hey Google,
Yeah.
I can't get through this.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard of Myst, but I tried playing that and I was like, how am I supposed to figure this out? Like, I quit. Like, it was the worst for that. Like, there were so many puzzles, and you just had to walk around for hours.
Yes, that
like,
was
this is boring.
That was like one of my mom's favorite games. If that's the same one that I'm thinking of, and if I'm not mistaken, that was one that I don't remember how old I was. We were definitely in the double digits, but it would have been like early double digits probably. And for like one of our New Year's things, they decided, hey, we're going to stay up all night and that's what we're going to play. And so my brother and I just sat and watched my parents play. And like looking back, I was like, wow, I understand why I'm such a weirdo. I understand why I'm kind of a nerd, because my parents, that's what we did. But I'm pretty sure that was the same game. And I still think about it to this day.
That game will put you to sleep.
Yes. Yes. But I feel like the graphics were, this is a whole other thing. The graphics were pretty stinking good for its time.
Yeah.
But anyways, I love it. We always get on these little random trails. I love it. Okay, so Oregon Trail is the same one from Switch and the app. So if you've played the app, which you might, I don't remember if you can get that one for free or if it's like in the Apple Arcade or something like that.
I think it was the arcade.
Yeah, I think I may have had like a 1 week trial or something. And so that's why I used it, because I wanted to know if it was worth it. But I don't play the Oregon Trail anymore on the app. I don't know. It was okay, but you did play Oregon Trail and Carmen Sandiego. Love it. Yep, loved that game. Apparently it was definitely a thing. It's okay. I totally understood.
Yep. And snake bites.
Yep, 100%. 100%. I'm like, never in my life have I seen so many snakes as I had on that game. It doesn't make sense. And there's so many other things that could have happened, but it was always snakes and dysentery.
Yep.
It was ridiculous. Hi, friend. We were talking about you earlier. I don't know if your nose was itching or ears were burning, whichever way that's supposed to go. You're trying to finish the Book of Magic and your diamond painting. I am fascinated with people and their diamond paintings, just so you know. I will never do it. But it's just like the painting by number. I can watch people do that all day. I love it.
I tried, but my back was hurting so bad after leaning over. I was like, nope, I'm going to stick to coloring.
Yeah. That's why I want to learn like crocheting, because you can sit backwards and do it. Because I have the same thing. I'm like, I don't want to have to lean forward so often.
I feel like that with puzzles. Like I love puzzles,
Yeah.
but my back will start to hurt
Yeah.
after a while.
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, never do I feel my age until I'm doing a puzzle or something where I'm having to lean over. And I'm like, I'm
Or like when you sit on the floor with your kids and I'm like, "Ugh, it's so hard to get up."
Yeah.
yes.
But I remember like when I was younger thinking like, gosh, mom, like why
I
does this
know.
bother you? And now I'm like,
Yeah.
I
Now I
get it.
feel bad for making fun of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Whenever I'm over there like grunting, getting up, and they're like, "What animals in the house?" It's like, it's just me, guys. I'm just on the floor. No big deal. Yeah, it's bad. Oh my goodness. So hydrate or mummify. Boo, giving a jump scare to the like button. I love it.
That's
You
so
always come
funny.
up with the funniest phrases. I love it so much. And Brandy, yes, you do. You do. You would love it, especially because of how creative you are. You would absolutely love it. Okay, so you say you didn't have a Discord, but hopefully you can send it to the email, and my mom somewhere says like, yeah, Maddie's gonna give me the information. You've not read any Neil Gaiman, but I want to. Yeah, that was the first one I had ever read of his, and I did, like I said, I did really like it. So I'm tempted to read another one. Are the only ones that you've ever read, Keisha, the Ocean at the End of the Lake?
I read Good Omens too, and then I read the Graveyard Book, which is like upper middle grade, lower YA. Coraline's middle grade, and then he also has one that's kind of different called Fortunately the Milk. It's middle grade, but it's more like quirky and fun.
Oh, okay.
So those are the ones that I've read.
Yeah, and what would you say your favorite one of his is?
Oh, Coraline, hands down.
Coraline,
But that's obviously because the movie was like my first experience with that. But still, Coraline with the audiobook is like peak spooky. It's great. So,
oh no,
but they're all good.
No. So here, I don't know if I can never remember when I've said this and whether it was like saying it to you guys or whatnot, but I love this podcast called, what was it called? Haunted Cosmos. And
yes, I've heard. Oh my gosh,
okay.
That freaks me out.
Yes. So Haunted Cosmos is basically this, it's a couple of guys and one of them is a pastor, but they're basically talking about these, like what we would consider like mythological things or like, you know, fictional things, and they kind of put like a spin on it where you're like, wait, maybe this is actually true, but it's not necessarily in the way that we would assume. Right. And so I really love their stuff, but I did the real stupid thing and I listened to their one on Bigfoot, which I'm like, it's Bigfoot, you know, like we live in Bigfoot country, and so it's like it's not that big of a deal. But my goodness, if I was terrified because I was sitting on my boat by myself, and literally outside this window we're really close to like a bank, and all there is just woods. And I'm like, they're talking about, you know, Sasquatch coming out of the woods and like all the stuff that he was doing. And I was like, I can't even, like, I had to go close all my blinds and stuff. I'm like, Maddie, you are being ridiculous, but I'm so creeped out now. So I don't know if I could listen to the audio.
No, it's different, but their Mothman episodes, those creeped me out. And I'm like, well, I don't want to go to that area because there's some stuff in that area that where Mothman is. But they were talking about like it being like demonic stuff, and I'm like, I'm not going there.
Yes, and it's weird. It's weird the amount of things. Yes, we're talking about Haunted Cosmos. It's weird the amount of things that they have brought to like, hey, this is probably a demonic thing. You're like, I never thought about that, but the way that they describe it is like, wow, okay, that kind of makes sense. But their whole episodes about the Bermuda Triangle. Cody knows me so well. I told Cody, I was like, do you guys remember that meme that was going around? And it's like, hey, ask your husband how often they think about the Roman like empire or whatever. And,
what's the Roman Empire?
Yeah. And I asked Cody, I was like, how often do you think about that? He's like, I mean, I don't really think about that. He's like, but I guess I kind of think about Rome itself, like the way that it was built and things like that.
I think about Sasquatch.
Yeah, well, Cody thinks about Sasquatch all the time. But I was like, the amount of times that men think about that, I think about the Bermuda Triangle. I am obsessed with the Bermuda Triangle, and I have been my entire life. And so that
as a kid, you think you're going to have to deal with it a lot more. Just like
I know.
Quicksand, Bermuda Triangle, quicksand, all the things.
Yep. You're going to learn how to drive, and all of a sudden you're going to be in the Bermuda Triangle. It's exactly how that went. Yes, 100%. Although I can say, I thought that was really funny because it was one of those things where, like, you know, your parents or your teachers always say, one day you're going to come across these things. And you're like, yeah, okay. Like, one day you're not going to be able to use your calculator. And we're like, we literally carry them in our pockets now. Well, quicksand. We actually had a quicksand pit out behind our house whenever I was growing up.
No way. Oh my gosh. I bet that was terrifying.
Well,
or maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, as a kid, it was quite cool. But yeah, I mean, I did definitely have thoughts and like nightmares about it, but it was still pretty cool. But that was one of those things where I'm like, oh, maybe that is true. You know, maybe we should actually pay attention to what they're saying. So,
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, all that to say, it does exist and they're crazy. But I used to decorate for Christmas on Halloween, but after getting married, I had to compromise. Now I decorate this Saturday after Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm very lucky that I have Cody, who was just like, when do you want to decorate? And I said, let's do it on November 1st. He said, sounds great. And sometimes he starts before I do. Okay, so Stacy was also obsessed with Pretty Little Liars. I've heard a lot of great things. Like I
Hey,
said,
it's fine because whenever I mention something to Hannah, she's like never seen anything. So you're
that's
good.
true. That is true.
You know how she is with movies.
Yes, it is absolutely adorable to watch her. And she's like, I have no idea. Little Fires Everywhere is one with Reese. Okay, I
Yeah, they're
know
both.
one too, but I don't know what that is, if that makes sense. So I've heard of it, but I don't know anything much about it. Oh, good night, sweet friend. You're exhausted. Have a fantastic day tomorrow. I hope that you do as well. Okay, and so Chantel, she has sent the emails, so we will see pictures. I'm so excited. Oh, and hi, Sonia. Hey, Sonia. Good thing to see you. I just remembered I was supposed to message you yesterday and I forgot, so I will be messaging you tomorrow. I wanted to hit that like button and support my friends. Just finished the Spell Shop 5-star read. Loved it. Finishing posting a video and off to bed. Happy reading. I so badly want to read Spell Shop. Have any of you guys? I was gonna say that sounds like a Wendy read for sure. Did you enjoy it?
I did. It was really cute.
Yeah, it seems so cute. Were you okay? Somebody was telling me. No, it was probably Cassie telling me about that there's like the floating bookstore or library or something along those lines in it, and she was like, "You'll love it because it's on a boat." And it's like, well, yes, then obviously I want to read that.
Yeah. Yeah, and the only thing I will say is that I think it was too long. That was my only beef. It was like 400
Yeah.
pages. I'm like, for a cozy fantasy, I just felt like it was too long. But other than that,
that is something I have heard quite often. But
Yeah.
they're also like, but it was cute, so like you're kind of willing to
Yeah.
continue. It doesn't feel like, you
it
know,
was
okay,
really good.
I'm done and this just keeps going. Okay. Well, I'm excited to read it. I'm on such a long list of people for it though. So it might be like next year that I'll read it. Okay, Mommy, I'll send you the pictures. I will send you the pictures as well. Read 72 pages. Goodness. That was great. I just beat my head against the wall because my Gmail wouldn't send the pics. I sent a third email with a link to your whatever it's called when you store pictures on Google. Hey, perfect. It'll work. I'll figure it out. Read a bit more of Miss Marple and then switched to New Moon. I love Miss Marple. Got a few chapters read. It's intense. Ooh, that's always hard whenever it's intense and then we have to come back to this because I'm like, part of me wants to just be like, never mind. You know, you guys will catch on later that I'm not coming back yet, but you can't do that. Yes, Mom. Text sizes where Kindle comes in handy. Yeah, because I am like hardcore having to pay attention to my words because they're so small. So, fantasy authors need to spend more chapters world building before dropping in plot. And I agree. I totally agree. And that's why it's like I'm trying to remind myself of that the whole time that I'm reading. But it's hard because cozy mysteries are like, hey, here's a cute store and they live in a small town. And then that's all you got to know, you know? So this is literally an entire world that they're building. So, yeah. Oh, you do know what that is, Wildflowers. It really is the best. It's so cute. It's such an easy game to play. I really like it. Piper tries to play it. I mean, it's kind of hard to mess up, although she did almost in the game you can't kill animals, but she did almost kill my chickens because she never fed them. So that was cool. Haven't played the last mission to fix the lighthouse. No more updates after this last mission. So sad. Yeah, I haven't gotten to that point yet. But I'm close. And so yeah, I was thinking the same thing, that I'm quite sad that it's gonna be done. Yes. Okay, so that's the same mist. It is. That's what I thought before there were cheats. Well, there were probably cheats, but we just didn't know how to get them, Mom.
Just have to look it up.
I know. Do they have that anymore in like a different version?
Gosh, I don't know, because there were some computer games I loved that I tried to look for, and they don't work on the computers we have now anymore. Like they don't really make any computer games, and it's kind of sad.
Right. I feel like that's one that they could probably like revamp and bring back, and they could probably make it the exact same thing, but just make it, a little more modern, because it literally was just lots and lots of puzzles. It was very interesting. I did enjoy it. Oh, hi, friend. Super late, but just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hey, that's okay. We're about to log off, but it's so great that you were able to get here for a little bit. You quit Miss 2, so graphically beautiful, but yes. Yeah, I don't remember if we actually quit it or not. Mom will have to clarify for that. You play Wildflowers. See, I'm not surprised by that at all. You have one more villager to marry, then I have all the trophies. Awesome. That's hilarious. I ignored the werewolf husband until he left. I was tired of him standing at the sinking. The sinking free. So if you guys haven't played this game, it just what they're saying, it makes so much sense, and it is real. It's actually quite funny. He was the first one I married. Yeah, that's my goal. So we just got into a whole other world, and you guys are like, I have no idea what they're talking about. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay, so boys came home, got sun in bed, about an hour left in your book, and one section left on the diamond painting. Well, I hope they're able to finish it tonight. Oh, hi, Hannah. You're hopping in, not too late. Well, yes, we are about to sign off, but I'm happy that you were able to be here for even a second. It's always great. I'm that person. I always come in and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm late. I'm like, I'll see you later.
Bye.
Yeah, and so exactly what my mom said. Hana Cosmos, the Bermuda Triangle episode is peak podcast. It is so good. It will absolutely have you questioning everything. Really, it's so good.
I have to take those in doses because if I listen too much, it freaks me out. And I'm like, I need healthy doses because this is not how the Lord wants me to feel.
Yes. So they have, it's not their like newest episodes, but it was one of their newest sections where it was about Devil's Den, and it's like a 5-part series. That's literally right down the road from us. And so when they were talking about that they were going to be doing that, it's like, is this the same Devil's Den as what we're talking about? And it is. It's literally a hiking trail that we can go on over here. So yeah. When they were explaining stuff, I'm like, well, that's the last time I'm ever hiking there. This is terrifying. I don't want it.
See, and I hate that because I'm like, that's not how we're supposed to feel. Like God has overcome all this, like,
Right.
and we have him, like Holy Spirit's living inside of us. Like we're good, So I have to remind myself that when I'm listening because I'm like, I don't want to know this. So
yes, that's what my friend Donna. She's that person, and I love it so much because I was telling her like, yeah, I was literally had listened to the first episode together, and afterwards we were at the zoo and we were walking around, and I was like still kind of thinking about it, and she's like, Maddie, if you go out there and you get attacked by whatever it is, do you not think that's part of the Lord's plan? I was like, that's beside the point. It's like,
I don't that can't touch me. I'm covered in the blood of Jesus. Like,
right,
nope.
Right. Yeah. And of course, because like it is like their view is that it's demonic stuff, so she's like, do you not think that the Lord's name is bigger than that? It's like, okay, you're right. But the thought of it is still scary, you know.
And they're just speculating too. Like there's no fact on it. So I mean it could be, but it's just it is interesting to hear because we live in, like, people forget we do live in more than just a carnal world. Like there's spiritual stuff going on all the time. So it's just interesting to hear a different perspective.
I think that's why I like their podcast so much, because it is something that reminds me of it frequently, that it's not just this world basically. But anyways, well, I'm shocked Cody didn't jump on and start talking about Wheel of Time.
Look, don't say that because he's gonna do it now.
Movie. He can't hear me.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, hey, babe.
Excuse me.
He could hear me. Never mind.
He read your lips. He knew.
Right? Oh my goodness. Nothing. We were talking about how we were surprised you weren't over here, but we're done now.
Too late. The conversation's over.
Yeah.
What's he watching?
No. What are you watching? Loki?
Yeah.
Oh, the first season? The first season of Loki. Yeah, we still haven't watched the second one, but we need to. We're also huge Marvel nerds, so.
I love Marvel.
Sort of.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, but we love all that stuff. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, all of it.
I started watching the new Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show. I really like it.
It was very good.
Oh,
it was
so
very
sad
good.
I cried.
I wish you guys could have seen Cody watching the fight scene between Kenobi and Darth.
Yes.
I was like, it was this intense moment. I'm like, I couldn't even watch it because I'm just cackling at watching Cody because he was like so tense and like almost crying because he has been dreaming of this fight. It's like who is going to fight, Superman or a shark? You know what I mean? And it was like, that's what he always questioned, and he finally got to see it happen. Oh, yeah, it was cute. It was cute. Well, anyways, no, watching you was cute. Anyways, Well, okay, we're gonna call it a night now. So, do you ladies, besides the readathon that we are currently doing for Katie's, and of course the book club that Keisha has putting on, do you guys have anything else that is coming up that you guys want everybody to know about, or anything that any cool projects or anything like that that we need to be on the lookout for?
Well, I do have one that's coming up the week before Black Friday. I'm going to have a big, well, not super big, but a bookish gift guide that's going to be happening. I did it 2 years ago. I'm doing it again this year with
That is
collaboration with small shops. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be lots of fun.
Oh, that's amazing.
love
That's
those.
amazing. And then Katie and I will also have an announcement on the 28th. So we can't say anything yet, but we will have an announcement on the 28th. Do you guys have anything coming up?
Nothing other than just keeping an eye out on Revive for fun stuff in November. So
Yes. Yeah, because that's coming up. Like, it's crazy that we're already halfway through October. But, well, I'm looking forward definitely for that month, because I feel like we don't have as much going on. And I always say that. And then it, gets crazy. But I don't have as much going on, so I should actually be able to participate. Plus, it's a bring your own book, which is super helpful, especially like at that time of year. I feel like make it as easy as
I did like an optional, like, so Krista from Books and Jam, she's been doing like the read alongs, and I was like, you know what, since we're not doing like a actual, like, here's a book club pick for the month and everybody's like doing a bring your own book to just chat about, I was like, if anybody wants to read something, I created like a Discord and Revive for that book, but I directed people to say, like, Krista has live shows and she's doing Adorning the Dark in November, so that way it feeds people to her channel too. Like, if anybody doesn't know, which I can't imagine anybody not knowing who she is, but like that would be like a good way to kind of bridge that gap and let people know, like, hey, if you do want something, she's doing this, because I'm reading that too.
Yeah.
So
that is so cool. That is such a clever idea. I would not have thought to do that. Wow. Wow. I love it. I love it. And Wendy, you're going to have a book, or not a book. You're going to have a movie. No, hold on, guys. It's getting late. You're going to have a vlog coming out. You just said that's what you're working on. So you'll have a movie this week.
I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah. You're like, apparently I'm doing a book and a movie.
You're going to tell me what I'm doing?
My bad. It was what you were working on earlier.
Yeah, I've been working on a vampire vlog for the past couple of weeks. Finally finished. So,
when does it go up?
hopefully tomorrow. We'll see. Might be Friday.
Do you love vampires?
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Just
started
not
with
so
Twilight. What?
I said just not so thirsty.
No, not so thirsty. Which is in this reading vlog.
Was that the one that you got in a book subscription?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I had looked at it and I was like, man, I'm interested in that book. And then I happened to see your video and I was like, never mind, I'm not interested.
Don't read it.
Yeah, I won't. It was just so funny. Like, and I got this book and I'm gonna get rid of it. It's funny. All right. Well, anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream, as sad as it is. But thank you three so much for being here, for spending this evening with me. It is so wonderful to have you all together. I have all of their information listed down in the description box. So if you guys aren't following all of them, make sure that you do. And they all have wonderful, wonderful videos that are, I know, going to be coming out just because all their content's wonderful. So definitely, go check them all out. And we will just see you guys in our next stream. So see y'all then. Bye, guys.
Bye.